Hi Gemini, welcome to September. This is Teresa from Tarot by T. And I'm getting ready to do your reading, your Love TarotScope. First I want to call in some good energy and create some sacred space around this reading. Hopefully you survived all the eclipses and Mercury retrograde and Mars retrograde. So things are starting to move forward. And I'm sure Geminis are happy about that. So thank you also for those who have commented on the videos, for subscribing to my channel, for sharing and liking. And thank you. I really appreciate the feedback. And also for those who've ordered readings, I really have enjoyed working with you all. Thank you for your support. And for those who are new to this channel, welcome. Hope you enjoy these readings. And okay, so what's coming up? We've got a new moon in Virgo on the 9th and a full moon in Aries on the 24th. So let's see what Gemini needs to know about love and relationships for the month of September. Things are starting to move. Mars is moving direct now. Mercury is going direct for the month of September. So Saturn's going to go direct on the 6th. And Pluto's going to go direct on the 30th. So, you know, where over the summer we only had 2 planets direct, now we're getting more online. So, coming back and helping us, supporting our goals and our dreams. So what does Gemini need to know about love and relationships for the month of September? Okay, let's see what's happening. 6 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, the Hierophant, the 5 of Swords, the Page of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups, the 10 of Swords, the 10 of Wands, the 2 of Cups, the Sun. Awesome. Okay, this looks good. So you start the month off with the 6 of Pentacles crossed by the 2 of Swords. So the 6 of Pentacles is a card that comes up when there's an imbalance in the giving in a relationship. Maybe you're in a relationship where one of you is doing all the work, one of you is paying for everything, and the other person is just benefiting by your generosity, taking advantage of your kindness. So you may have felt like, here's the 5 of Swords, like you've been victimized in a relationship. You know, you're very conservative. The Hierophant is a card of, it's a card of sharing your wisdom. And it's also a card, sometimes it comes up when you're dealing with someone, like you may want a traditional relationship, you may want, you know, to do things, or you're doing what's expected of you. And maybe you were involved with someone who was a little bit unconventional, a little bit of a free spirit. Or you may feel like you want to be more of a free spirit and you're being held back by the people that are around you are very conservative, very stubborn. So you could be dealing with a partner who's very stubborn. You know, you're trying to get through to them and you're trying to tell them what you need and they're not hearing you. But you don't want to leave, like a part of you doesn't want to leave. You want to do what's right. You want to do the right thing. You want to do what's expected of you. So you've been trying to keep this relationship together. But you're feeling stifled by it. Like, whatever, you know, you're just not... there's some kind of unfairness in this relationship. There's imbalance. Someone's being very rigid. Someone's expecting you to follow strict rules and regulations. And you're finding that to be a little bit oppressive. So you may have decided to cut your losses and move on. Because you have this 10 of Swords here where you feel like, I'm done. I can't put any more energy here. I mean, you got the 2 of Swords here, which means like you're still on the fence. Like, you come into September, I feel, on the fence. Maybe you've had an argument with someone, you think the relationship's over, you don't want to reach out to them. You're waiting for them to reach out to you. Sometimes the Two of Swords comes up when two people are, there's like a standoff. You can't come to an agreement, so you're just taking a break, okay? You know, like you go back into your corners, like, you know, okay, let's just time out. Let me think about this. How am I going to handle this situation? There's definitely some unfairness in this relationship. There's definitely some feeling of victimization. But I can't get through to this person. They're just so stubborn. You know, they're so stuck in their ways. They're so rigid. They're so like, they don't want to move. They don't want to bend. They don't want to give in. They don't want to even meet me halfway. And, you know, Gemini can be like a free spirit. Like, you don't have the patience to deal with this, you know. And you might be starting to feel bored with it. Like, I'm tired of fighting over the same things over and over. So now you're like thinking, well, Page of Pentacles. Maybe I need to go and find someone new. Maybe I need to learn, you know, go back to school, learn a few things. Maybe I'll meet new people. You're open. I mean, Gemini is always open to the new. Gemini doesn't like being stuck in a routine. Doesn't like to be, you don't have to, you know, Taurus will stay in a relationship or in a stagnant situation forever till hell freezes over. Not Gemini. Gemini's like, you know what, this isn't working, I'm out of here. So you might be thinking about, you know, I've been working, and like you have this Ten of Swords here, like I feel like I've been stabbed in the back, I've been betrayed, I don't have the support that I need from this relationship. I'm done. I can't give it any more energy. So you may have already decided to cut your losses and move on. And it may have happened with one of those eclipses, maybe in August. You just decided, you know, I've had enough. I'm done. And now you're looking to the future. So you're looking at, okay, what's out there? You know, maybe what should I do next? What's next on the agenda? Maybe you want to work in a career that helps others. I mean, you're a very caring person. You're very giving. But maybe you just gave too much in this relationship and you didn't get enough back in return. So in your environment, you have the Ten of Wands. That's a card of someone carrying a heavy burden. But you're at the 10, so you're putting it down. You're done. Your struggles are kind of over. You're coming out of a bad time. You're coming out of the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Swords is the end. You know, you can't go, when you get to the 10, things can't get any worse. They can only get better. And if you see on this card, there's a little sunrise on the horizon. You know, the sun is starting to break out. The night is over. The dark night of the soul is over. And now there's going to be there's a ray of hope in the sky. You have the Ten of Wands. You're going to be putting your burdens down. And look, the Knight of Cups in your future. This is an offer of love. And it could be that you're going to be connecting with a soulmate. The Two of Cups, this is relationship. It's on. Relationship with someone that you really resonate with. Someone that really gets you. You feel like, hey, you know, they're finishing my sentences. You know, they understand all my witty jokes. They have a brain, you know. And nothing is more sexy to a Gemini than someone who's intelligent and witty. It's not just all about looks for Gemini. You got to get them, you know, there has to be a mental rapport. Well, you have this person here. Now, this person that's coming in is very romantic. It could be a water sign because it's cups. It could also be an earth sign. You've got the Page of Pentacles. So, and then plus you have this Hierophant here, which is the sign of the Taurus, the stubborn Taurus. So you could be dealing with a water sign, you know, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. But there is new romance on the horizon in September. There's either, now sometimes the Knight of Cups can represent someone coming back from the past, because the Knight is the kind of energy, he was, you know, he left to go find himself and he had to go on this adventure, you know. And now, you know, it didn't work out, and now he just wants to come home to the people who love him. Or it could be her too, I'm just saying. So it could be like the prodigal child or person returns, because they remember where that they were loved at one time. They remember, I remember when I was with this person and they loved me, and I'm tired of like traveling the world and being victimized and being tortured. I want to just come home. I want to be loved. So this is like a homecoming card sometimes. So you could be involved with someone that may have once been in your life and is now returning. You could also, there could also be a new person. So that, with Gemini, there's always duality. So you could have two people in mind. But for one thing, but this also could mean that you're open to a reconciliation. So for some of you, there'll be a new love. You've ended a relationship. It wasn't going anywhere. You cut your losses. You're moving on. Here's this new relationship. For others, you're open to the new. Like, bring it on. For others, it could be something ended. I was done with this person. I'm done working on it. And all of a sudden, they're back with a new proposal. And they're like, they may even, like if they weren't ready for a commitment, now they're ready for a commitment. Or whatever it is, they realize what they lost and they want a piece of it again. They want to come back and reestablish connection. And they realize the value of what they lost. And now they want to reestablish that. Maybe they didn't value you at one point, and now they do. Now they realize, okay, I know I made a mistake, but now let's try again. And this person's been struggling. They've been carrying a heavy burden, and they're ready to put it down. They're tired. They're weary. So there could be someone coming into your life, and the Two of Cups, this is someone that you really have a connection with. The only thing about the Knight of Cups that you have to be careful with, especially with this Neptune, this new moon opposing Neptune, and it's T-squaring your sun sign, you want to make sure that they're being truthful. That they're not just presenting this romanticized, idealized dream and without any substance. I'm not saying that that's true, but you have to be aware of it, and I'll get into the astrology later. The Sun, though. The Sun, as an outcome card, means no matter what you're dealing with, no matter what problems, what troubles, it's going to be okay. So if you've had a breakup, or you've had a falling out with someone, and you're wondering, are they ever going to call me? Or am I ever going to hear from them again? Oh, can we fix this? Can we work this out? The Sun says yes. It's not, the worst is over. The worst that could have ever happened is done. You can only go up from here. So whether you're connecting with someone new and you're forming a beautiful relationship, a soulmate connection, or whether you're reconnecting with someone who is coming home because they realize what they lost and they want to reclaim it again. The Sun is really a good card to have in a reading. And it means that, maybe you wanted a commitment, they didn't. Or maybe they wanted a commitment, you didn't. Whatever it is, you're going to be seeing eye to eye. You're going to be on the same page because you have the Two of Cups in your wish fulfillment. And with this relationship, they're seeing eye to eye. They're a good combination. They're on the same page with each other. It's not a struggle. The struggle is over. They are, and there's healing. Look at this, the caduceus here. This is a healing relationship. It's going to heal the past pain. You can forget the past. Just, the Two of Swords, you just may need to drop your guard a little bit. Don't be so independent, or, you have to, give a little bit. Show that you're interested. Show your vulnerability. Drop your guard. And you could have some really a nice connection. So let's see. New moon in Virgo. It's happening in your 4th house. And Neptune's in your 10th. So there could be some kind of thing going on with career. with Neptune in the 10th, you could be confused about your direction in life. Like, what do I really want? The new beginning in your 4th house, you know, if you do connect with someone, you could be deciding to, you know, move in together and create a new home together. You have Jupiter in the 6th with Venus in the 6th. So I feel like there's some kind of career success coming. But you want to be careful with Neptune in the 10th. That whatever is being presented to you, whatever is being offered to you, is exactly what they're saying. You know, there might be some confusion around what you're being offered. So you want to get everything in writing, and you want to have everything spelled out. Uranus is in your 12th house, so you are going through some changes psychologically. You have an opportunity to deal with some childhood issues. You know, because the 4th house has to do with home, your early childhood. This new beginning in home means you have this chance to reestablish a home for yourself, to, you know, heal whatever childhood wounds that may have affected you and your life path, so that you can feel more secure and create a happy home for yourself. And that will also affect your career status, because your status, you know, you may have mother and father issues to work out. The 10th and the 4th house, you know, the 4th house is the house of home and the 10th is career, but it's also mother and father, those energies. So for some of you, you might be dealing with family issues and resolving family issues. If you've had any kind of, you know, past abuse issues or miscommunication or alienation from parents, you know, you can do some healing now. You can be, it's a good time for, especially because you have Pluto and Mars in your 8th house, it's a time of transformation, confronting your demons, confronting, you know, sometimes it could bring an inheritance that changes your life in some way. Or it can, Mars and Pluto could sometimes bring an intimate relationship, because the 8th house is house of intimacy. Maybe now you're ready to open up to someone. You've healed your childhood, you're healing your childhood wounds, you're ready for a deep commitment. You're ready for a truly intimate relationship, where maybe in the past you were afraid of it. Venus is opposing Uranus, so you've got Venus in the 6th, Uranus in the 12th. Anything could happen. Love can really have an influence on you. Maybe you meet someone that causes you to change on deep psychological levels. It causes you to confront your fears and confront your blocks, and it helps you to heal. So it could be a healing relationship that's coming up in September. Now, the full moon is in Aries. That's favorable to Gemini. And that happens on September 24th. This full moon, okay, the sun's in Aries, the moon's in Libra, conjunct Mercury. The moon is conjunct Chiron. So you've got the sun and Mercury in Libra, and then the moon and Chiron in Aries. So this is definitely, if you start out with the new moon working on your psychological issues, by the full moon, you're ready to have that healing conversation. And it's T-squaring Saturn. And this is happening, this full moon is happening in your 5th house, Saturn in the 8th house, so it's really a time of communicating, having that healing conversation. And you have Saturn in the 8th, so you're learning, you know, Saturn has to do with resources that you get from others. So you may have felt blocked, but the blockage may have come from the psychological issues that have been going on, that are the unconscious programming, and it's been affecting your finances. You know, like if you don't feel like you're worthy, how much am I worth? Am I worthy of love? You know, if you deal with those issues, it will unblock all that energy. And then you could start to have, you know, abundance start flowing. You have this new moon, or this full moon, it's trining the North Node in Leo in your 3rd house. That's the house of communication. So it's like, it's also the house of relatives, brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles. So there could be some healing communication going on that causes you to reestablish ties with your family. You have Mars in the 9th squaring Uranus in the 12th. So, you know, Mars is where your energy is. So you're focused on education, you're focused on long distance travel. You know, you're really wanting to improve your life. So you might be learning new things, going back to school, you might be teaching, you might be learning, you might be traveling. You want to be careful when Mars is squaring Uranus that you don't do anything hastily. You know, take your time. There's no rush. Uranus is going to be in a sign for 7 years. Mars just started going direct, so things are going to start to pick up in terms of anything. If you're trying to learn something, a new skill, you're going to start to make progress right now. If you do form some type of romantic attachment or sexual, you know, Mars represents sex. It could be with someone from a different culture than you, like a foreign country. It could be that you meet someone through education. It could be that you meet someone online even, because the 9th house rules the media and the internet. So, but you have the sun here. The sun is one of the better cards in the deck. And especially as an outcome, you're going to be with someone. You're going to meet someone or be with someone this September that brings joy to your life. It's like you're going to be honoring your inner child. You're going to reconnect with your childhood in a good way. Like you might meet someone that brings the child out in you, or involves you in something creative where you feel like you're just playing. You're doing work, but it's fun. Or you're just having fun with this person. And it's going to lift you out of this dark period, this 10 of Swords. It's over. Don't cry over the past. Embrace the future. Embrace new love. Drop your guard. Don't be afraid to take a chance on new love. New second chances even. Because you have the sun. So, you know, if there's any kind of psychological block that's making you afraid of intimacy or afraid of connecting with someone on a deep level, try to work on that. You have a great opportunity this month to finally get to that area and clear it and heal it so that you can connect, you can find that soulmate, and you can experience that love. So this is my forecast for September. Gemini, I hope you've enjoyed this reading, and if you'd like to have a personal reading, just click on the link in the description box and we can get you on the schedule. In the meantime, thank you for listening and enjoy September, and I will talk to you next month. Okay, bye now.